Tsunoda improving and Ocon improving. They're the only two drivers that might put Kevin Magnussen at risk, who's currently 15th.
7th for Tsunoda. Esteban Ocon trying to launch himself forward. Oh, he's found a lap when it mattered. Esteban Ocon finally puts an Alpine ahead. Russell is 13th, completing the lap, but he's not at risk. 2 Hasses, Pierre Gasly and Zhou Guanyu. But Daniel Ricciardo has his time deleted for track limits, and that is going to change the order. Daniel Ricciardo, who got up to 12th position, will tumble down, and the new order then promotes Kevin Magnussen up to 15th.
Okay, we are through there in P15 as it stands.
You joking?
No.
No.
Yep.
Amazing! Yeah, feels like a bit of a victory that we're done.
Oh, that's, I mean, to be fair to Zhou then, that's only the same amount of curve as everyone's been taking, but you could see the front wing fold in as he rumbled over it.
And there you go, there it disappears, and the loss of the downforce compromising him. It's Hulkenberg. Gasly, the home favourite Daniel Ricciardo, found a quick lap time, but it wasn't legal, and Zhou Guanyu is eliminated once again in Q1. Valtteri Bottas has a good record around here when he raced for Mercedes. He adores this country. He's a man who likes it in this part of the world, but can he find his way to the top 10? That's the effort. He'll find his way to 12th, not enough.
Tsunoda is improving, and Stroll is improving as well. Hamilton could yet be under pressure in that 9th position.
This is the big risk. Yuki Tsunoda trying to make the top 10. Tsunoda will get there. He will get to 8th. He goes ahead of Russell. He dumps down Lance Stroll, who tries to respond, and Lance Stroll will respond. The Canadian driver gets to 8th. Tsunoda fought his way in as well.
Are we safe or not?
Negative. No, we've just been bumped.
Hamilton is used to dominating at this place. He's out in the second part of qualifying, along with Albon, Bottas, Magnussen and Ocon. Sainz has put a time on the board of a 1:16.3. Here's George Russell trying to get near to that. He's half a second away from that. That's a big gulf for a team used to winning races. We move to the second Ferrari.
A little bit lost in sector 2 as well for Leclerc, who has to wait to get on the throttle out of the penultimate corner. Still neck and neck with Sainz to the line.
It's going to be really tight across the line with Charles Leclerc, who's a 10th back. It's a 16.4 from the man from Monaco. Now to the man from Melbourne. The Papaya McLaren with Verstappen going very quickly. Sector 1, Sector 2, looking to break Ferrari hearts. But first, the home favourite, looking to get past the Mercedes and the RB. Can he do that? Yes, he can. He's half a second away, but he's ahead of the Merc and the RB with still plenty of contenders to come. Fernando Alonso has been off the road on his first push lap. He was off the road at turn 6. Max Verstappen looking for the front, finding the front. Finally, that car looks dialed in when it matters most, and he's taken provisional pole. Norris has never been out-qualified by a teammate here, and he's the lead McLaren at the moment. Perez is ahead of both of them, though. He takes 4th on run number 1.
That's a moment for Alonso.
What? Lost the car in 6.
Sometimes it's a tiny wide moment just over the curb. That was not a tiny moment. That could have been the barriers and the end of the session. Can Verstappen take it further away from everyone else? He can. His advantage is now 0.4 of a second with 20 seconds to go. And Carlos Sainz is trying to come back and unseat the Red Bulls because Perez has gone to P2. Here's Sainz back to the front row of the field. He got within 0.3 of a second as Piastri pushing on in the McLaren to go ahead of his teammate as he stands. But now it will be a chance for Lando Norris. Norris trying to fight back. And he gets ahead of Charles Leclerc. He gets ahead of his teammate. The checker flag waves for George Russell. Where can he put the car? He can improve his time, but not his position. And Charles Leclerc has bailed out of the lap behind the McLaren of Lando Norris in 5th position. And that is Fernando Alonso then, trying to improve. We've got Stroll on a personal best, Tsunoda on a personal best, and Alonso in a private battle at the end. Let's see what we get from Yuki Tsunoda across the line. It's 8th position for the Japanese driver, and Fernando Alonso not happy with that session at all. Will finish behind his teammate and at the bottom of the pile in Q3. The two-time world champion is in 10th place. The three-time world champion is in first place once again.
Nice shot, Max. Looks like pole position.
Not bad, that was actually quite a good lap, to be honest.
That was two very, very good laps, Max, so well done. Both were good enough for the pole.
This was the final result of qualifying. Max Verstappen with his third pole position out of 3. Carlos Sainz in second on the front row, and Sergio Perez completing the top 3. Lando Norris gives McLaren their best start of the season. Charles Leclerc had that moment when he bailed out of his final run. 6th on the grid is a strong result at home for Oscar Piastri. The top 10 completed by George Russell, RB's Yuki Tsunoda, Aston Martin. See Stroll as the lead car on the grid.